You already know I give it to y'all raw and uncut. Yeah, so look, man, one day I wake up, they pop my door. I'm on the 180, I'm in High Desert at the time. Man, they pop my door to go work and stuff. I'm a porter, so I'm over here cleaning up the tiers and everything. This dude, he an Indian. So he get the Indian check. So every time he get the Indian check, he cash niggas out that got the drugs and all, you feel me, that's doing their thing. So the homie was in the fucking with him. So I guess he just sold him some shit, whatever the case is, right? And I'm passing by the dude's door, so they pop his door. But this one electric on the 180, you feel me? They control your door from the gun tower. So they pop his door, they crack it. They're like, hey, medical, such and such medical, get ready. He like, oh, all right, just open up my door. He opened up the whole door, boom, the tower walk off, so he don't see nothing. I'm walking by, I know the dude, so I'm like, what's up? Like, you feel me? Your door's still open, like, you about to go? I look. Man, dude ain't got no socks on. He got on boxers, no shirt on. Tell me why this dude got a goddamn string from a goddamn, I think it was a sheet. He ripped the sheet or cut the sheet into like a little string. He wrapped the string around his arm. He got the syringe inside his vein and he passed out like this. Gone. Literally gone. Legs spread wide. He like this, just gone. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get on. Cause dudes will be up in there be dying. Like that year, I wanna say about like 4 people died. And it was always a gang of overdose. Always a gang of overdose. So that's like normal over there. But it was like 4 people that died that year. Or that month or whatever it was. So I hurry up and push off. Then next thing you know, by the time I get to the end of the tier, he coming out the door. Shoes flopping and everything. He still trying to put it all the way on. He go out the door, go to medical. I'm like, oh yeah. As soon as that happened, they starting to let out day room. Man, as soon as day room open, the Southsiders get on something, they start stabbing them all in the neck. You hearing a little skirt, 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 skirt. Police see it ASAP because they already popping the doors. They see it. This police in the tower though, he's so grimy. Which, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do up in there and stuff like that. But you had them police that they'll see something and they'll spin off. They like, all right, for sure. They gonna let you do your thing for a little bit. Cause at first it just looked like they just punching on them, but really they stabbing on them. So police walk off. They stabbing them, getting them all in the neck, all up in the stomach, back, everything, you know. So he over there swimming. He's swimming for his life. But he kind of low-key getting with him though at the same time. He saw one of the dudes that stabbed him. He stumbled all the way back. They get close to the little benches to like where you sit to watch TV. And the other dude, the dude that's getting stabbed, he pushed one of the dudes over the bench. He fall over the bench. The knife's still up in his hand though. I think he had it taped around his hand or tied around his hand with a string. And so it won't fall out his hand. So he's stabbing him. He get back up. He starts stabbing him. The other dude, he trying to hang with him. The dude like swimming. I'm not gonna lie, he's swimming, but he low key like catching him with these swim bangers. But they stabbing him up. Blood running all down his face. Stabbing him. Dude not giving up. The dudes that stabbed him, he kind of tired. They both kind of tired. So they on him. Dude, he not giving up. They talking about the tower finally come again. He said that they ain't laying down. He like, man, just get down. They not getting down. They still trying to stab him. And dude, he not laying down. He like, hell nah. He go to the door to see if they still trying to stab on him. But he not gonna get down until then. You can see it in him. He like, oh yeah, I'm not about to just lay it down. Man, come to find out too. Side note, come to find out the reason why they stabbed him because he was kind of crazy, but at the same time he wanted to be a rapper, and he was promoting his music and all that stuff like that to all the blacks and Mexicans, and he used to post his little stuff up in there and stuff like that. But I guess he was just a J-Cat, which we call him J-Cats up in there. So I'm like, oh, that's not even valid. That's foul. But you know, prison is racist though. You know, they don't want you to be like blacks, but they like to say nigga and all the stuff like that. You know, it's just crazy. But so the dudes that was stabbing them, they get tired. They finally lay down because the police come, throw a bomb. They sprayed this big old spray. The can like big, the can big. They spray that through the tower, through the gun tower. They spray that. Super soak them. Bam, they drench. They lay down, the two dudes that stabbing them. But the dude that was getting stabbed, he stay up. He just lean over like this. All the police swarming in. And they'll close the door. They'll keep the door closed. They'll lock everything and just spray you from the little slot. They won't until you lay down. They're not coming in while you just full-fledged stabbing and stuff like that. Unless the police just on some like, I really don't care. But, so they spraying. He's standing up like this with his hands on his knees. I swear, like a water fountain. If you press that water fountain button, you see how that water come out like that? That's how that blood is dripping off his nose and off his lips and his chin. Blood just pouring down, pouring down, pouring down. And he just sitting up like this, like standing up with his hands on his knees, like leaned over. Blood coming out of everywhere. You see his whole shirt bloody, back of it, the front of it, everything bloody. But I ain't gonna lie, he held his own. You know, he held his own. But I'm like, damn, yeah, you just, stuff like that make you realize, like, all right, it's real. Like, anything can happen in here. That's why they say, you know, when you go to prison, that's when, you know, you gonna get proven to be a gangster or a bitch. You know, a man or a pussy. So, because it ain't no running. If niggas want to get you, they'll get you. So, that, I say all of this to say that, right? You know, I give y'all the stories and everything like that, because prison, I guess, is interesting to people on the outside, right? It's boring to us. I'm going to keep it real. It's boring. I was just talking to the homie that's in the pen right now. He was one of my cellies. I was just talking to him like, probably like an hour, 30 minutes ago or whatever. And I was telling him, like, people out here really think prison is so interesting. I guess from the outside looking in, but when you in there actually living that life, it's so boring. Sitting in your cell, lockdowns back to back, because they lying talking about some metal came up missing. And sometimes metal do be coming up missing because people making knives. You know, it's wartime. You never know what could happen, you know. And I used to be the one making knives and all that stuff like that, just in case. So, I get it. But I say all of this to say that. To say this, all of that stuff that I seen and that I did in prison and was a part of, from DP stabbings and fights and just lockdowns and starving, looking at hot trays and cold trays that don't even look edible, look like a dog threw it up, and they talking about, eat this for the night, you know, and you didn't make canteen yet because they didn't put you on lockdown, and they talking about recall yards and all that. It gives you a cold eye-opener. It makes you never want to do that shit again, whatever you done did to get up in there, or even if you was accused of it. It makes you not even want to be around those type of people. I'm going to keep it real with you. It makes you not even want to be around those type of people based on, like, you just got your whole freedom stripped from you. All your freedom, man. It's just a sad thing that minorities go through this stuff so much, you know. There's a lot of white people up in there too, don't get me wrong, but minorities got it. Like, most people that you're gonna see is blacks and Mexicans, like, and even like others and stuff, like Asians and stuff like that, like, depending on where you go. But blacks and Mexicans, man, like, that's what you seen up in there the most. And it's so sad because you really getting told what to do. You getting stripped down naked, butthole naked. You gotta spread your cheeks. For the COs, they flashing lights. You can feel the light on your ass. No exaggeration. You can feel the light on your ass. People stink up in there. People wiping shit on the walls. It's dangerous. You getting stabbed. You getting punched on. Riots popping off. Everything. Like, it just gave me so much of a eye opener, and it made me want to elevate myself in a way. And that's why one thing I say, like, I'm not happy I've been through that, but I'm happy that I went through it, because now I want to do so much with my life. Like, I appreciate life so much better. Even just sitting right here up in this car, like man, it was at a point in time, like, I didn't even think about, like, freedom. I'm like, oh, I already know I'm about to stab some shit up. I'm about to get into some shit. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Like, I was facing 60 years of life. I felt like I had life. It ain't no other feeling like that. Like, once you have that feeling, it's like, damn, like, fuck it. Like, fuck it. Like, I'm going in. So, like, it's gonna make you want to do better and elevate yourself. Start businesses, start just living life, even if you don't want to start no businesses. Get your job, you know, work hard, get your money up, live life, spend time with your family, travel. Like, I'm about to get my passport, and like, I'm ready to travel outside the country. I'm ready to travel the states, you know, United States. Like, I'm ready to travel around here. I've never been all type of places, you know. Lately I've been traveling though, you know. Lately I've been traveling, so all that, like, I could be driving down the streets. I'm not gonna lie, I'll look at the sky real quick. I'm like, dang, I just thank God. Like, oh, thank you. Like, I appreciate this. Feeling that wind, that fresh wind, you know. It just makes you appreciate life so much more, you know. So don't take your life for granted. Young people is looking at this, man. Don't take your life for granted, man. Live life, spend time with your families. Gang banging shit out the window. It's watered down anyway. It sucks. Trust me, I was really a part of that. And this right here that's going around everywhere, though, not just in Dago, not just in California, everywhere. It sucks. So, and it even sucks more up in prison, where you got to eat some bullshit food and ask people for money and hustle to get your own money and all that shit. Like, I'm talking about hustling, selling drugs, and selling little ass shit, thinking you got something, and smoking little sticks of weed, thinking, oh, it's a lot, and all that shit like that, you know. Man, do what's right. Get your job if you need to. Get you a little bride if you need to stay out of trouble, you know. Get your mind right. Get your mind focused on something. Live life and appreciate it, because it could get snatched from you for sure. So tune in, man. All Work P. Tune in, subscribe. I'm gonna have some more stories for y'all, man. I'm gonna give it to y'all raw and cut every single time. So tune in, man. Like it, comment. I'll comment back. I'll reply and all that stuff, you know. And subscribe.